Hello, I'm always looking for tricks to speed up the production of my film, especially if it's cheap and cheerful. Previously, I had shown how I use a single photograph to create a 3D item, especially when I need to fill the background of a scene. This method is pretty useful for simple shapes and uniform objects, and can get good results quickly and cheaply. But I can't use this method for more convoluted shapes, and if I plan to have the object in focus where you can see all the little details. Something that would be more appropriate is photogrammetry. I've known about it for a while, but I've avoided it. It's where you take a bunch of pictures of an object in all angles and stitch them together in a software. I avoided this because I didn't want another tool to learn and spend more money. However, after experimenting, I was quite impressed. The tools are simple to use and the results are great. For this, I use metashape, which seems to be one of the best softwares out there. It's about $170, but there's a 30-day trial, so I'm going to use this trial to capture everything for future films too. But I probably will end up paying for it if the results are good. I mean, from my experiments, they have been good. First of all, we need an object to scan. Let's start with a simple one. This toilet bidet. Man, this poor thing has been through a lot. I tried to reduce the shadows and reflections by keeping the lighting soft. Yeah, it turns out this object isn't simple at all because it's glossy and a bit translucent. You're supposed to scan objects which have a bit of roughness to it and a lot more detail. So this is not a good example. But you wouldn't be using photogrammetry to scan a toilet bidet. A real use case would be something like this. A Buddha statue with intricate details, a face which is hard to model. So a lot of surfaces. This will take me hours to model. Take some pics, open the software, a couple of clicks here and there again, and bam, easy as that. Let's import it into Blender and see what it looks like under studio lighting. There's also a cheaper mobile app which does a similar sort of thing. Not as great results. I'm using this app called Kiri Engine. There is a free version, which I scanned the Buddha again. Yeah, it's rough around the edges, but it's usable, especially if you want to use this in the background of a scene somewhere where not many people are going to notice. Alright, now let's scan something that I can use for my film. So my film is set in London Underground's tube station. I've got this scene ready, but it's quite empty. It needs some fixtures. One cool thing that I tried to scan before was this old speaker. I don't think it's in use anymore, but it looks amazing. So I tried to model it using the photo method, but I didn't do a good job and I don't have the patience for it. So let's photo scan it and bring it into my film. I took about 100 pictures, again in many angles, imported them into metashape, aligned the photos, then built the object. In Blender to the right we have the first method, which is using a photograph to make the object. This is all manual. And to the left we have the photogrammetry object. I did mess it up a bit. I think I didn't take enough pictures of the hood, so there are holes. Let's import the speaker into my scene. I added some imperfections and dialed down the colors. I think it fits into the scene and is believable. And there we go. I need to watch a lot more tutorials on photogrammetry because I think I'm doing a lot of things wrong. But it was easy to get started and I have an asset or two already. What I'll end up doing next is retaking pictures of this speaker so it's captured properly. And while I'm at it, I'll capture a bunch more London Tube assets and maybe even make a pack that's available to everyone. Yeah, a lot of work to do. I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Peace.